Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and have ourselves a drink.
All right, and with that, we are back in the lobby bar for the week of October the 6th, 2025. Brian and Michaela here with you. And Michaela was a bit of a monumental week here, of course. We have movies to talk about, but something happened at the movie theater and on record players and on Spotify and everywhere under the sun. Taylor Swift dropped some new beats for everyone. So happy The Life of a Showgirl released last week, Michaela.
It sure did. It sure did. And I have to tell you, I was going to text you at like 4 in the morning that it dropped, but then I thought you would be asleep like most normal people. But I was
I
happy to
already knew it was
see.
dropping at 10 p.m. when I went to bed the night before. What
Yeah,
are you
well,
talking about?
no, but I didn't know if you'd started listening because like
Oh,
people were
oh,
waiting, right?
oh,
And I
yeah,
know
yeah.
that you are a king of vinyl. You love vinyl.
I do.
But I didn't have to wait very long because at 10:03 you sent me a picture
Very,
of the
very
vinyl.
snobby that way. Yeah, I did. I went out and got the vinyl. First thing, ran out to the store and picked it up. I did not get one of the fancy variants. They were all gone because I didn't get to go until a little bit later. But that's fine. That's fine. I just wanted it for the music's sake. Yeah. So exciting times there for sure. So I thought to celebrate because Taylor did something monumental movie-wise as well this weekend. We're going to talk about that. But I thought what we should do is we should mix up Taylor Swift's favorite cocktail, at least according to this article that I read, and you can find said cocktail on Lillet Blanc's website, but it is called the French Blonde. And, not only is this potentially Taylor Swift's favorite cocktail, she could not be reached for comment on this. I have a suspicion that this might also be your new favorite cocktail, Michaela. So I'm going to put one of these together real quick for everyone. Into a shaker
Okay.
tin, go 2 ounces of Lillet Blanc, which is like it's a French aperitif wine. It's kind of like a vermouth, but it's fancy. 2 ounces of Lillet Blanc, 1 ounce of dry gin, 2 ounces of freshly squeezed grapefruit juice, a half an ounce of elderflower liqueur, Saint Germain or otherwise, and then go ahead and put in 2 or 3 dashes. You can use lemon bitters, that's what they recommend, but you could use just like an Angostura or an orange bitter, something like that. You just want a little bit of bitter essence in there. Go ahead and shake that and strain it into a coupe glass. Sip and enjoy and listen to The Life of a Showgirl. Michaela, how does that sound? The French Blonde.
That sounds pretty good. I feel like when we covered folklore, because we covered folklore back
We
in
did.
when we were doing Drink the Music. And I think maybe we need to do, maybe one of those a quarter or something, especially maybe when something big drops like this. Because we can see the maturity in the cocktail, right? We picked a cocktail then that was like frozen and it was really beautiful. It had like this yellow lavender thing going on, and it was apparently something she really liked. I seem to remember. But this cocktail is a lot more sophisticated. It does have a lot more ingredients. However, I cannot wait to try it because I think you're right. I love a good gin drink. I love elderflower liqueur, and Lilla Blanc is like one of my favorite secret ingredients when you want to add something that's like velvety, that's kind of wine-ish, like, but because like a vermouth kind of does that, right? You can add it and make it like you add it to gin or you add it to vodka to make it a martini, but you can also like a sweet vermouth or like one of those pink vermouths, the vermouth rouges are
Mhm.
really nice. So this is kind of a secret ingredient that I think all good cocktails have. So I'm very excited about this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you wanted to, so this is called the French Blonde. If you wanted to French 75-ish this a little bit, you could totally like dial down those ingredients, like maybe like cut those by a quarter, and then you could also add this to some champagne. That would be delicious as well. So yeah, so the French Blonde, apparently it's Taylor's favorite. It's one of our new favorites here. And speaking of Taylor Swift, she leads the box office as well, Michaela. Apparently sold like 3 million copies of the album already like triple platinum like the day that it released. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Also raked in $33 million over the weekend with the official release party of a showgirl, Taylor Swift, edging out to One Battle After Another with a meager $11 million. The Smashing Machine coming out this week, $6 million. Gabby's Dollhouse and The Conjuring Last Rites round out the top five. I did not go to the release. Michaela, we missed that for sure, that midnight showing. That's okay. That's okay. Maybe we'll have a chance to see it. Maybe they'll put it back out. I'm sure that it'll end up on like the Disney Channel. You can watch that alongside of the Eras tour. But One Battle After Another, I think we're going to try to get out to see that this week, potentially. And we're
Yes.
probably going to try to get out to see The Smashing Machine sometime this week, too.
Yes, can confirm those things will happen. I do feel kind of bad in a way that I missed out. I have a little bit of FOMO around the show release, but I do think that this kind of thing is really cool. And it's something that Disney has sort of led the way on. I mean, Beyonce has kind of done something similar, and but it's not been as widely, I don't know. I feel like I hear about the Taylor stuff, marketed stuff a lot more. So it's exciting. I really hope that they do figure out another way for me to pay an arm and a leg to see it because I'll probably pay an arm and a leg to see it. Good on you, Tay Tay. You're doing great, girlfriend.
That's right, absolutely.
And I love the lyrics, by the way. I do want to make a point. Can we just talk about this? Some people are
Yeah.
freaking out about some of these lyrics, and I'm like, have you heard what is being said by our leaders lately? And we're not worried about that thing, right? But we are worried about some song lyric about a guy that now she's gonna marry. So cool. All right, fine. Sounds great.
That's right. Sounds good to me. Absolutely. So, yeah, absolutely. So Taylor Swift leads the way there. We do have a couple of new things coming out this week. One is going to be a big deal. We're going to talk about that at length, kind of next week. But a couple of smaller ones I wanted to make mention of here. Michaela, we have Roof Man coming out. That looks pretty fun. It looks like it's going to be kind of a good like comedic crime caper kind of a thing. It
Mm.
stars Channing Tatum, it stars Kristen Dunst, and it's interesting because this is based on a true story, which actually happened here in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was before either of us lived here, so that's kind of interesting. And will there be some Charlotte shout outs? I don't know for sure, but we've got that coming out. We also have a film coming out called Anemone. This one is probably going to be weird. I don't know for sure, but it is directed by Ronan Day Lewis. And if you're Ronan Day Lewis and you're going to make your first ever major motion picture, why not have your dad, one of the greatest actors of all time, come out of retirement and be in it? So probably interesting from that stance there. What do you think about these two, Michaela? Roofman and An Enemy.
I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis hasn't won an Oscar in a while. He hasn't been nominated because he hasn't been in a movie. It's basically he comes out of semi-retirement every few years and he like does something and it could be horrible. Have you seen Phantom Thread? My son's dad absolutely hates this movie. But he did very well in it. And I feel like anemone is that sea creature that's like alive. It's like a it's like a jellyfish looking thing that doesn't go anywhere, right? It's attached to coral. Clownfish live in it. I imagine that this is going to be a real weird, strange tale. Just looking at the pictures, it looks like a biopic or like a trope of like two old men. Maybe one's the dad. Oh, maybe this is like a
Yeah.
father son thing. Oh,
No,
and it's
I think they're brothers. I think
are
they're
they
brothers.
brothers? Okay, I was like they're real old.
One of the brothers is played by Sean Bean. I don't know if he dies prematurely in this, like he seems to in all of the other
Oh, good
things. We've
Lord.
got that to go
Right.
to look forward to. I don't know if Ronan Day Lewis knew that his dad was such the prolific method actor. Maybe that was news to him when they started making this thing. I don't know for sure. That's kind of interesting. Slant on that too. Time will tell there. But we have another one coming out. Tron Ares comes out this week. That's going to be the big one for the week. We're planning to cover that on the podcast next week, so look forward to that. I need to do a little catching up. So beyond seeing the one from the 1980s, I never saw the Tron Legacy. Is that what it's called? The last one there. So
Yes,
I need to check that out before we go see that. But you looking forward to that here quickly, Michaela?
I am. I mean, look, I love the Tron story because I love Jeff Bridges. And I hear he's making an appearance in this one. And we love you, Jeff Bridges. I hope you're feeling okay. He, had I guess he had his cancer diagnosis maybe a year ago, maybe a couple years ago. So I'm hoping that he's back to good health there. So I kind of want to see how this story pans out. And the special effects were groundbreaking in the first one. So it's kind of neat to go back to that nostalgic piece to it, but I don't know what they're going to do with it other than throw Jared Leto onto it. I don't get it. Jared Leto also looks young. Like they're doing this AI weird thing where he's looks way younger than he did because I was like, wait a minute, his skin isn't that good, isn't that great. He's not 22 anymore. What is going on? So I
It
don't
is
know much about it, but
potentially just putting Jared Leto's face on top of some actor. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I'm looking forward to it, I guess, from the specialist effects stance. Maybe the story a little bit, but I'm mostly looking forward to hearing the rest of the Nine Inch Nails soundtrack there for Tron Ares. So that's
Good
what we
call.
have coming everyone's way. Last week we got into the Halloween of it all with The Thing, and this week we're dialing it up another notch with Hellraiser. So kids, sensitive adults out there, beware. But that's what we've got coming this week. So get your little cube. Solve the puzzle, or don't solve the puzzle. That's a
Don't
terrible
solve
idea.
the puzzle.
And then we're going to talk about Hellraiser. We have a really good cocktail for that one though, so make sure you check that out and check out our Patreon, patreon.com/drinkthemovies. We've got our bonus episode up there for Spinal Tap. Probably some new ones coming here this week after we make it out to the movies to see a couple of these new ones. And we'll be doing our hangout probably next week as well. So check that out, patreon.com/drinkthemovies. But with that, Michaela, I have a new vinyl album I need to listen to. I have a French Blonde to make, so I'm going to go do that. So let's whip one of those up, and we'll talk to everyone next weekend. Lobby bar.